Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Orlin Vasilev, and I'm the community manager for Harbor. Today is January 26th, and that's the official community meeting for Harbor. So, with that said, it follows the code of conduct from CNCF. So please just be nice and behave with the others. I'm sorry for my voice. I have some issues, so bear with me with this one. Thank you. With this one, I'm gonna share the agenda for today. we have we have few stuff to discuss. So the first one, welcome everyone. And Yanwan, you want to do some demo for the call sign integration?
Yeah.
Do you want me to stop sharing? So
Yeah. Let me share.
all right. Okay, I'm stopping. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So cosine integration is the anchor feature of 2.5. So we have almost done all the implementation so far. So today I just want to give you briefly introduction about the Harbor integration about Harbor plus cosine. Before I start the demo, let me give you some background. We want to enable the cosine to sign OCI artifact and store the signature into Harbor. So we draft a proposal about the integration. So if anyone want to see some details, just to go to the community report to see these two proposals. The one is the support cosine signature in Harbor. In order to integrate cosine, we just draft another proposal about the accessory. The accessory is the new definition in Harbor in 2.5, and that is the accessory is independent but linked to existing subject artifact in Harbor, and it helps Harbor to enabling extendability of OCI artifact. Like, for example, Hello World can have several signatures and a spawn and other things attached to the subject Hello World. This stuff, we call it that accessory. Yeah, so by introducing the new definition, we will do the integration with cosine signature in Harbor. And I will not go through these details, but you can see something, how do we design the integration. And by the way, a cosine is a container signing and verification solution in OCI registry. That means that the cosine can sign OCI artifact and push the signature into OCI registry like Harbor. Okay, let me start the demo. So firstly, let me try to use cosine to sign image like in Harbor. Let me push. Yeah, let me push Hello World into the library project, and then let me use the cosine to sign the Hello World. Yeah, I have already created a key pair by cosine, so I just use the private key to sign the Hello World. Yeah, update. Let me refresh. You can see that in Harbor, the hello world is now shows that shows is signed by cosine, and it's if you expand the hello world, you will see there is a signature that attached to the subject hello world, and the type is cosine signature dot cosine. You can either remove the signature individually, or it can be removed together with the subject deletion. Together with the cosine signature, we also introduced a new deployment policy. That name is cosine. The behavior is this policy is the same as the content trust in notary. That means if I check the checkbox, user cannot prove image without cosine signature. Let me try to push another image. In the Harbor. So now we have two images. That is the color word and basic box. Color word is now signed by cosine, but the basic box is not. So let me try to put basic box. Yeah, the putting is failed because that the basic box is not signed in cosine. Another thing about the cosine integration is about the replication. After cosine integration is done, Harbor can support signature replication. That means the as the image shows that here is that when user tries to replicate artifact from Harbor to Harbor, if there are some signatures attached to the source artifact, it will be copied to the target Harbor. Let me demo that. So we have a target Harbor, and now cosine project is empty. I have already added the target Harbor in source Harbor as an registry endpoint, and I just create a replication rule to replicate the images in under project library to the target cosine project. So let's try to replicate that. Oh. Okay, I just enable the policy here. Let me disable that. Yeah, it's success now. Okay, the hello world and base box are success to be copied to the target Harbor. Now let's see the hello world. Yeah, you can see that the signature is replicated together with the hello world, and now hello world is signed in the target Harbor. So and we can use cosine CLI to verify that. Yeah, we just use the public key to verify the target hello world with cosine. Yes, you can see that the target hello world is verification is success by cosine client. That means the signature is replicated to the target hardware successfully. And basically all the existing feature like garbage collection, tag retention, tag immutability will not be impacted after cosine integration. That means that you still can use all the features that apply to the subject artifact. No difference with previous. Hi, Oli. This is all the demo from my part.
Okay, great. I have some questions. Can I ask? Because I didn't catch the proposal quite honestly. We're not going to get rid of notary, right? Or we are?
You still can use the notary to add the content transfer solution, in 2.5, but you can choose cosine.
As well. Okay.
Yeah.
And is there a way? Second question: is there a way if someone wants to migrate from notary to cosine? Are we able to?
Yeah, they're different. So there's no way to migration that.
Mhm.
Yeah, because they are totally different signatures. So we do not have a way to help user to migration. So user just have to use their private key to sign the image again with cosine client.
Okay. And do we always have to use the cosine client to sign images, or I mean, is it like the Docker client compatible with cosine? Like it's compatible with notary?
No,
No.
but currently a user has to use the cosine client to sign image.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
Docker does not support that.
Mm-hmm. Great. Um, and last question, and it's a ask more, not a question. I hope that will be merged in 2.5, right? So, are you planning to create some like a blog post or video to demo the new functionality?
We will provide the user guidance about the cosine, like a previous release. Any new feature, we will provide a documentation user guide.
Mm-hmm.
But you like to do you mean that you want us to provide a demo reading for that?
I'm sorry, I
We
didn't get
will.
it. Can you repeat the last one?
Uh, um, do do you want us to provide a Docker a demo record for the cosine feature?
That would be great if we can record some kind of video. Short one is
Uh,
not necessary to be like a 1 hour long, but just to show in practice. I mean, some people
yeah.
are okay reading documentations. Others are happy to just to scroll around a video and to get the information
Mm,
that way. So
yeah,
if
we will.
yeah,
Because we will provide a record to the KubeCon, so we can share that record to the community.
okay, I can work on that with you if you want. Like we can work on the scenario, what we want to show, and I can record it and you can review it if you want. It's also a possibility.
Yeah, great.
Okay.
I can just help you to drop the scenario.
Yep. Okay. Sounds great. Thank you. Anyone else? Any questions about that topic? Okay. Then,
I have a question about the cosine in terms of GC. Like what data will be cleaned in terms of cosine when the user triggers a GC job, in addition to like except for the current data, like the storage, the tag, the revision, and the blobs will be cleaned up, right? And
Yeah.
the data in the database will also be cleaned. And what are the other data in terms of cosine will be deleted as well when a user runs GC?
So actually, the cosine signature is the standard OCI artifact that's stored in the backend storage. So like
So
other,
so that will be also cleaned up, right, when the user run a GC job
right?
against a cosine signed artifact, right?
Yeah, if user just remove the subject artifact, so all the signatures that attach to the subject artifact will be removed by GC.
I'm sorry, pardon me, could you repeat that?
I mean, if user remove the subject artifact and all the cosine signatures that attach to the subject artifact will be removed together, and GC will collect all the subject and the signatures together in the backend. No difference.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you.
okay. Thank you. So, yeah, okay. So I'm gonna share if that's okay. So I have a request again. Do we have a date for the 2.5, or at least date-ish kind of stuff?
So the FZ date is February 11th.
February 11th. Okay, that's right after uh your holidays, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna edit this one. So February 11th. Great. So my request on this one is if we can communicate prior the actual release, so we can work on blog posts, the content for the new functionality, the Twitter posts, and everything else in the mailing list.
Yeah.
Pardon me, excuse me.
Yeah.
I believe that February 11th will only be like a feature complete. The release will be on March 11th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So February 11th is the feature
The FZ date, yeah, yeah.
completion, and March 11th release date.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so we have plenty of time. I was yeah, because I'll be off on the week on the February, the first week of February. So it's good that the actual release will be a month later, so we can work on this one. Okay. Thank you. And I don't have anything else except to give the mic to Abigail.
Hello, yes. So I wanted to share with you, I think we might have mentioned this before, but I wanted to do another blast to you all. We're planning in February to launch a technical writing working group within the Harbor community. So this will be a group that will focus on helping to write documentation, maybe pick some things around the website. It's also one big project we want to look into is helping to make sure that the localizations that we have for the Harbor UI have been updated. We have a lot of community contributed translations for the Harbor UI, but I'm not sure how regularly those have been updated for each release. So if this is something that you're interested in helping out with, please look for. We'll definitely do more announcements, and we'll have an official kickoff going on in February. So just wanted to throw that out there, and I hope people are able to join.
Yeah, thank you. I have a question. So does the working group will have to provide the documentation for 2.5?
They certainly can. I will definitely be around to help with that. And if we make documentation issues, and if that's something someone would like to help with, definitely will be open to that. But that would still be something that I'll be around to help with as well.
Thank you.
Okay. Anyone else wants to add something to the topics for today? Vadim was having. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, only one more thing. That I just submit the KubeCon maintain the track session.
Great. Okay. I'm gonna. That's for the EU edition, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Does that mean you're planning to visit Europe?
No.
No.
I just select. I do not have plan to visit. Just virtually.
Yeah. Okay. Because at some point we have to discuss who's going to join. Are we gonna have present on the VMware booth, if we're gonna have any at all? So if the borders and everything is are open, I'll be definitely there.
Okay. So
Harbor should also have a part of a community booth, depending on how things are set up.
And Jonas, do you know if that CNCF will announce that, like, to apply for that booth, or?
Yeah, they always do.
Okay.
So that's that should come soon-ish, I hope.
Yeah.
And then you apply if you want to be a part of that. The CNCF, not booth, but they call it, like, I don't know, shared project space or something like that.
Like the question and answers bar or something like that?
Yeah, exactly. That's the one. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we have to wait for that announcement that we can do whatever we are going to decide to do. I suppose Vadim will also join on the KubeCon EU, but he's not around, so. But we can discuss that whenever we have that mail. All right. Yeah. Okay. By the way, did anyone see the Vadim's message from yesterday that Helm 3.8 G8 the OCI? So he mentioned that we have to discuss that. But since he's not around, I think it doesn't make sense to put that in the agenda and to discuss. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just noticed that I think we can have a discuss with Alex about the if we can announce the deprecation of Charm Museum in 2.6, since Hampshire just have official announcement about the OCI support, so we can start the deprecation process of Charm Museum. But we will have a discuss with Alex.
Yeah, but do we know, like, what portion of the community relies on Chart Museum?
Yeah.
Okay, because if there are too many, maybe we can like get some feedback from the community if we should keep it around a bit more or we should get rid of it sooner.
Yeah, we have already opened the discussion.
Okay.
Yeah, but we will wait for more comments on that, and based on the comments, we can decide when we should do the deprecation.
And do we have open like discussion like the one we did for the 2.6 requirements, or it's some other format?
No, it's another separate one, not in the 2.6.
Yeah, this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we can bring that discussion a bit back on top and to ping the people to vote and to share their opinion about that. So we can get more informed decision when we're gonna deprecate it completely. Yeah, I'm sorry for my voice again. Okay, great. I'm gonna take a note on this one and try to address it. All right. Anyone else? Nope. I'll get that. Like we discussed everything for today. So with this one, I think we can have like a half an hour back. Thank you everyone for attending today, and see you next time for the Chinese team. Happy holidays, and see you in 2 weeks. Enjoy your time off. Bye.
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 See you.